audience.
YouTube पे हो रहा है
I was being given the responsibility of giving the message, right? And rightly she called me as Kalidasa because Kalidasa has written Mega Sandesh. He knew how to send the messages through the clouds. So I'm thankful to you. Okay? And I feel the name given to this particular festival, UNMESHA, is very appropriate. UNMESHA means opening up your eyes. I think it's an opportunity to everyone here to open up their eyes and see there are people who have not been seen by you till now. We have kept them in nimisha, closing the eyes. We have never seen them till now. This is an opportunity. Please open up your eyes and look at them. What I would like to do is, I do counseling a lot. A lot of gay men come for my counseling. I do both online and as well as offline. One of the young man who is hardly 25 or 26 years, he had come to me recently and unfortunately he was diagnosed with hepatitis B. Right? So hepatitis B is an STD and it's not that difficult, it's controllable throughout the life he has to manage. He has done it because he has not gone for a safe sex. Right? So, and I asked him, why didn't you go for the safe sex? It's always you have to go for the safe sex, right? Why didn't you go? The person who had come to my house on that day was a big position. He was in a very big position in an IT corporate house, and he was wearing expensive clothes, and he was having a nice foreign perfume. So I thought he might be hygienic. It will never happen. And then he told me one more thing. See, I'm a film goer. He's a cinephile, so he goes to films regularly. So they show me tobacco chewing is dangerous every time. I wish they had shown me an advertisement which talks about this hepatitis B and the dangers associated with it. I would have saved my life in a much better way. What does it mean? There is a lack of knowledge. There is a lack of knowledge in all the LGBTQ. Because when there is no knowledge, when there is a lack of knowledge, then the phobia starts. A phobia becomes so high that you start doubting about your own identity. Leave the phobia with the heterosexual community. The phobia, the homophobia which is there within us, within the LGBT community itself is so dangerous. So what I really look for the literature, what is required for us is very clearly a fantastic and accurate knowledge base. Knowledge base which is accessible to everyone. What do I mean by knowledge base accessible to everyone means? I don't want it in English. English, they have created a lot of knowledge base. We don't want it in English. We want it in Indian languages. I want it in Kannada. I want it in Tamil. I want it in Hindi. I want it in Gujarati and Bengali. If we can create knowledge base, this is going to help a lot of people. First I said it's the gay man himself or the LGBT community itself. And the second is, please introduce that knowledge base to the high school and college goers. Because that is the time when a boy who has got an effeminate nature, he gets bullied. He gets bullied so much, it impacts him to stop his education in the halfway. Or he might not be successful in his education because always what bothers him about is his identity. And no one is there who can support him. Believe me, there is a fancy statements many tell that this kind of gay and lesbian and all these things are copying of a Western culture. Absolutely nonsense. It is very much an Indian thing. And I, born in a small village, who had my sexual encounter at the age of 16, At that time, I had never gone outside my village or my district and never seen any foreigner. So it's 100% Indian. Never have that ideas of saying that it has come from the foreign by copying the Western culture.
Yes.
And the other third person who require this knowledge base is teachers. Teachers themselves bully the students if they are effeminate. I still remember my teacher who asked my friend was a very effeminate in my class, when we were discussing about a drama, Draupadi Vastrapaharana, he laughingly said that he should take the role of Draupadi because he acts like a woman. Right? So this needs to be stopped. So that's very, very important. And the third people who require this knowledge base is doctors, psychiatrists, and psychologists. Believe it or not, most of our medical staff, the psychiatrists and psychologists, they are homophobic. They don't have that knowledge at all. LGBT knowledge. When I went with a great depression, with a clinical depression to a psychiatrist who was a very hardcore Catholic, he said, unless you stop your gay activities, you are not going to be recovered. So bad for a doctor to tell that to an individual. And there are many doctors who tell parents that he can be easily converted from a gay attraction to a heteronormal attraction. And they start suggesting so many procedures which are harmful to the body and the mind of an individual. Please be aware of that one. And other than this one, we talk so much about when LGBT comes into picture. Generally what happens is, immediate thing which flashes in our mind is trans woman. We always associate the LGBT with the trans women only, including the government, both left and right. But there are other people. Why it happens? There is a gay man, there is a lesbian, there is a trans man. Why don't we talk about them at all? The reason is, our religion has identified the trans women very well. They have given them the roles. They have a role even in the religion activities, whether it is North India, in the South India. In South India, we have this Devadasi culture, Jogati culture. They come during the festivals and they will do a lot of activities. They are part of our culture. But when it comes to a gay man or the lesbian or the trans man, we don't have any religious sanctity. That is the reason why we are ignoring the other community and we are assuming LGBT means it's only the trans women. That mindset has to be changed with the government. And I have very little time. So the last one which I would like to raise, the LGBT doesn't stop only with the lesbian, gay, trans and other things. We need to talk about the wife of a gay man. There is a lot of problem there. What happens is, gay men at an young age, because of the societal pressure and the parents' pressure, he goes for the marriage. And at that young age, it will be very easy to have sex with either gender generally. So he will have sex and she will become pregnant and she will have a kid as well. Afterwards, he loses interest with his wife. Now what's going to happen is, because he has lost a wife, but he knows the ways to handle his sexual life outside the marital boundaries. He goes outside and he will have his sexual life, whereas the wife of a gay man suffers throughout her life. There might be many women like that. Please open up and write your experience of what exactly is being a wife of a gay man and how you have suffered because of that. That is also part of the gay culture. Thank you very much. I have many more things to say, but I accept the message and I would like to thank the Sahitya Akademi for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to express myself on behalf of LGBT. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.